Alright, first dramatic pictures here on headlines today. It was a miraculous escape for spiritual guru Asaram Bapu. A day after his private chopper carrying him crashed in Godhra, a dramatic video footage has emerged that actually shows the crash and just how close a shave it was for the spiritual guru. Now, Asaram was heading to a college ground in Godhra where he was scheduled to address a 2-day religious function. It was all well till the chopper began to descend to the college ground. Now, we'll play out some dramatic pictures that have now surfaced showing the helicopter actually first losing its balance and then falling from quite a considerable height. This is, of course, what remained of the helicopter after the crash. It's hard to imagine that somebody could have survived that crash, but Asaram Bapu miraculously escaped with only minor injuries. Now, the impact was so severe that the chopper was reduced to literally bits. Asaram and the pilot had to be removed after breaking the glass window of the chopper. All 5 people on board escaped with minor injuries. The police say that it was a technical snag that led to the crash. Alright, Mausiki Acharya now joins us for more on this story. Mausiki, just take us through exactly how is Asaram Bapu now doing, where is he, and do we now know exactly the reasons behind this crash? And we are playing out those dramatic pictures, Mausiki, and even with this amateur video footage, it is amply evident to show that it was quite a big crash. The helicopter actually, the passenger cabin actually overturned on impact.
Absolutely. If nothing, this has been a miraculous escape for all the occupants of the helicopter. If you look at the crash visuals,
yes,
it's a surprise that anyone in that survived with minor injuries.
Yes.
It was one of the worst landings. In fact, it developed...
Mausiki, just hang in there for a second. Captain Ravindra joins us. He was the pilot of the chopper. Captain Ravindra, we are playing out the shots really of the chopper crashing. Could you take us through exactly what happened in the final moments before the chopper went down, sir?
On the final moments when I was on short finals, the aircraft, the helicopter,
yes,
started sinking down. So when the natural reaction of a pilot when the aircraft is sinking down at some power setting is to come up to more power.
Yes.
So first action was to come up with more power. When the sink rate was not monitored and when it could not be arrested, that is the time second action was taken. That was to force land the helicopter safely so that the people on board can be safe and no injury takes place. So it was one movement and it happened in exactly 3 seconds.
Yes.
And the landing was carried out safely in a controlled manner.
Yes.
With minimum injuries to anybody. And that is why it was basically the aircraft has crashed and because of the ski. Because the ski got into the mud and the aircraft toppled.
Yes, I can understand that part, sir, that the aircraft toppled because the ski got into the mud. When was it? How many moments before the crash? You're saying that there was only a time lag of 3 to 4 seconds. So you mean to say? So you mean to say the crash? You just had about 3 seconds to react.
That was the exact action because the aircraft was around 50 to 60 feet when initially this sinking had started. And like I said, the first action of a pilot is to recover the sinking rate. When the aircraft could not recover, the second action was to immediately force land the aircraft safely on ground.
Okay, so it was of course a controlled descent that you executed, a forced landing that you executed. The ski got into the mud and hence the passenger cabin overturned. Sir, how rare or how common is this in aviation? A helicopter losing power, losing altitude rapidly just when it is about to land?
It is not very common. It is the aviation industry is very safe and it is a Six Sigma industry. This is one moment after 6 million incidents, and
yes,
this is a very rare incident where the helicopter sank, and only after when the investigation takes place and exactly what exactly happened in the helicopter, then only it will be established as to what went wrong.